What's the longest you've edged while gooning?
Oh, that's pretty crazy. The longest I've edged while gooning, bro, fucking, let's see. Bro, I mean, not too long. Like 30 seconds, I don't know.
Rookie numbers. Shit, no, that's like below rookie numbers.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, fuck.
This segment didn't last very long. Like the amount of time the longest time you spent gooning.
Yeah, facts. All right, what's the next topic?
Playingmaxxing.
Okay, here's the thing about Playingmaxxing, gang. To Playingmaxx, okay, here's what you need to do. You need to do, like, hella long tones and scales. And this is ideally when you're, like, in your late teens when you do this shit. To early 20s. And then, if you don't do it, it just gets increasingly harder. Due to a multitude of factors. Like, say if, like, you started the instrument when you're 11, and then when you're, like, 18, 19, like, your iron is still kind of hot from, like, just having recently picked the instrument up. But then over time, like, it's, like, the further away from when you started the instrument, so it might be harder to do those things. And also, as you get older and have to worry about, like, financial responsibilities, you know, it just clouds everything. So ideally, you do this shit when you're 16 to 19. On a really consistent basis. Like, some people do it earlier, but if you do it earlier, one thing I have, you know, noticed to be true with people that did it earlier is, like, I don't know. You may have, like, your nature of doing the repetitive practice thing when you were that age, and that's cool, but you perhaps might have missed some things that you would more latch onto when you're, like, 16 and 19 and doing that. And then if you're not doing that after you did those things when you were young, you know, you do those things and then you get to 16 and 19 and you don't do it on the same level, then you might miss those things. So you'll still be, like, you know you were ahead of everyone younger and you're, like, talented and shit, but, like, I don't know. But there's lots of factors into that, like, because, you know, you have people that, like, won't know how to play songs. They'll have something missing, like, but they only choose what they play over to be the things that they sound good on, but they're just not very versatile. Like, they can't play, like, 26-2, or they couldn't play something like shifting design, or they can't play an odd meter, or shit like this. Like, they have a small range of what they're good over. Like, they won't play over a funk thing. It's shit like that. It's like, I feel like you really are at your, like, mental peak for developing those diversified skills, like, in your late teens. Like, say you took up, like, a couple more instruments, or, for me, I started playing the instruments when I was super young, like guitar and drums. So that shit was always kind of lurking in the background. And then I really took up after it hard when I was, like, 18, 19 again on drums, and then I got, like, to a certain level. And then, honestly, guitar I've probably gotten worse at, but I could, if I worked at it, like I'm working on piano right now, I could get it to a really high level. But Playingmaxxing, yeah, it just involves doing, like, daily long tone scale shit, like, for a period of 2 to 3 years, and then, you know, you're playing over lots of different types of music too, and then you've had a lot of good playing experience. Like, say you've been in, like, those national honor bands, you've been gigging a lot, shit like that. You've had lots of music put in front of you that you have to deal with, and you're experiencing that. That's, like, when you really playing max, and you get good at learning tunes on the spot and whatnot. All this shit, you get to that point. And here's the thing, like, for drummers have it fucking easy, and this is why I don't listen to drummers' advice on certain things. Like, it's a lot easier for them, bro, because they don't have to deal with changes. So they don't have to worry about making, like, because here's the thing about Playingmaxxing too, like, you have to get good at playing perfect changes, like playing everything resolving to beat one, and you got to get good at all that shit too. Because I would have these moments, bro. Like, I've been listening back to some old voice memos, and I'll play a tune like moments notice, and like at the time I thought I knew the changes, but I just know like the bar form more so, and I was like butchering some of the fucking changes, like all those 2/5s that go like down a half step first and then to the normal key. I was like missing the fuck out of all those, and I could probably put an example of that shit right now. Crazy. And like now it's like, yeah. And here's also the thing. That shit is so important because you listen to these old recordings, you rarely hear them play a note out of place on those shits. I don't give a fuck about, no one could tell me. Like, that's just a fact about that time period. And they just played that way because that was the way they played. And like, honestly, the thing I was saying about, you know, them only playing in situations where they sound good, that was honestly probably true for a lot of them because of like the limited information at the time and like who they had to go off of before that. So it's like, I have everyone to go off of now. I have Chris Potter to go off of. I have Michael Brecker. I have fucking Train. I have everyone to go off of. And piano players too, like Kenny Kirkland is like my favorite right now. But bro, I have all these people to go off of. You know, back then when like Stan Getz was playing in the 50s, like he didn't have many people to go off of. He hardly had Train to go off of. Like, they came up around the same time. Honestly, Train was probably going off of Stan a little bit. But like, bro, you listen to these like Stan Getz 50s, bro, like 55 with Dizzy, bro. Like, this motherfucker not missing, bro. Like, he's not missing at all. Like, it's insane.